Today, we're gonna show you some homes, but not that one. Right over here, we're gonna show you 2 houses in Bentonville, Bella Vista. We're gonna go all over the map in Pea Ridge, Bentonville, Centerton, Bella Vista, showing you all these places, as much detail, showing you what it's like to live in this area. And this house in particular, this one is in Bella Vista. I'm really excited to show you it. And the last house that we did in Bentonville, Bella Vista Edge. It is really gonna be a fun video. Map tour, interactive. We're gonna be zooming in, going to little neighborhoods, showing you what it's like to live in Northwest Arkansas in these areas. Pea Ridge, Bentonville, Bella Vista, Centerton. Let's get after it right now.
Today we are starting our tour here in Pea Ridge. I'm going to show you 3 places, 3 neighborhoods, kind of give you a vibe for what it feels like. The first one is right here on Big Sugar Golf Club area. So let's jump into the map. I'll show you that neighborhood right quick, and then we'll come back to the map, and then I'll go to the next place. Let's do it.
Here we are at Big Sugar Creek, where you're gonna find houses that are 2,000 square feet plus, 4 or 5 bedrooms, on a golf course near this beautiful little creek and this valley in between these hills. Lovely neighborhood, lovely area, very quiet. There's no road noise, there's just birds, there's wind, there's water. You got a golf course here. It's one of the few golf courses in this area near Pea Ridge. It is absolutely stunning. These houses are going to go for anywhere from, let's say $500,000 to the $700,000, $800,000 range. That's typically what you're going to find. And they're going to be in the, like I said, upwards of 2,000 square feet. This is a brand new area. Within the past 4 years, they've started really populating these houses and this golf course. It's absolutely stunning. What is it? You're in the Pea Ridge School District. You're 6 minutes from downtown Pea Ridge. You're 7 minutes from downtown Rogers. You're 20 minutes to Walmart headquarters. You have multiple restaurants and grocery stores close by. If you are looking for peace and tranquility and quietness, and it's a beautiful day today too, but just a beautiful space, Pea Ridge, Big Sugar Creek neighborhood area might be a really good option for you. Let's go back to the map where we talk about all other little details and maybe show you a few of these houses that are for sale. Let's go to that.
As you can see from that drone footage, wow, beautiful area. And they've got some houses anywhere from, the 580, 540, all the way up to 600, 750. If you're over here, this is not technically Big Sugar Golf Club area, but we've toured this house before on a previous video. Very awesome house, but you're overlooking up on a hill and you can see everything. So this is a great proximity to Pea Ridge. You are 4 minutes from downtown Pea Ridge, where there's the closest grocery store is going to be Walmart right there. You have all the fast food and tire resources, services, that's the word I'm looking for. All your doctor's offices, your services, your car repair shops, everything is going to be. Hardware store is right here in this 4-way stop. So that's very close. But then you're also, and you can see, this is a rough sketch of where 15 minutes gets you to drive. So you can be in downtown Rogers in under 15 minutes. You can pretty much be to the Bentonville Square in like 17 minutes, which is incredible. So from right here, you're a little bit closer. You can be downtown Rogers. You can make it over here to Bentonville, stuff like that. So this is why we're highlighting Pea Ridge. It's the proximity to Bentonville. It's Benton County. It's great real estate prices as the next neighborhood that we're going to show you. So one more thing about Pea Ridge that I want you to know is there's like a doctor's office. There's a clinic there. There's an urgent care clinic over here on this side, but there's no hospital. The closest hospital is going to be right here in Mercy, down here by the Walmart Pavilion, Music Pavilion. That's that, or the one in Bentonville. There's going to be a hospital right in here as well. So you're 15, 18 minutes away from a hospital or specialist, but you're living out here in the country. If you pull up the terrain, you're in this flatter valley area, and if you're on, down here in Big Sugar Creek, you're in this nice little valley in between some mountains and where there's a creek. So as you can see, it's pretty flat in Pea Ridge area. You got the National Military Park for like Civil War Memorial, and a very great educational place to go check out. All right, so there's enough about Pea Ridge. Let's go check out this neighborhood right here, right now.
This is one of the neighborhoods that Schuber Mitchell has in Pea Ridge. They're building over 400 homes in this one. Right across the street, got another 100 or so homes. And they've got other neighborhoods planned as well. And Schuber Mitchell is going to be a great neighborhood for 1,200 to 2,200 square feet. You're going to be starting a little bit under 300,000. Great builder, 2-year warranty. I love their product. I love the neighborhoods that they build. And this is a great value that you can be in the Pea Ridge School District. You are from this neighborhood to the Walmart headquarters. You're under 20 minutes. To the Bentonville Farmers Market, you're under 20 minutes. So you can be proximity to the things that you want to do and where you want to live really, really quickly. And this is a wonderful option if this is what you're looking for. Good family home in a neighborhood, quality builder. Schuber Mitchell has some options for you. As you can see, you're out in the country, out past, south, west, east of here, north of here. It's just all cow fields, it's hay fields. It's still farmland out here, and it's peaceful, it's quiet. There's no airport, there's nothing that's gonna make noise out here. There's a road right over there, but there's not really big truck traffic on that. And plus, if you went another 6 minutes that way, a little east, you get to the Pea Ridge National Park, Civil War Park, Battlefield Park, and it's a great place to do riding a bike around it, walking a paved trail. You can ride some horses over there, beautiful history park over there. Pea Ridge is very unique that 6 years ago, there was maybe 2,000 people that lived here. Now it's getting close to 12,000 people. There's a lot of neighborhoods, as you're going to see, or have already seen on the map, that there's just a lot of construction going everywhere in Pea Ridge. So it's populating. Schools are pretty new. The buildings are pretty new. Go do your own research. This is what you get in Pea Ridge, and it's a unique little town just north of Rogers, just northeast of Bentonville, and right next to Bella Vista. That it just gives you this proximity to everything that you're going to be wanting. If you are loving Bella Vista, but you want to be in a neighborhood and you want to be a little bit different than Bella Vista, but you still want the amenities of Bella Vista, you can still go buy a $3,000-$4,000 membership lot that it's vertical, that nobody's ever going to build on. Pay the POA and you get access to all that. You go fishing over there, super close. Or if you want to just go to Beaver Lake, you're 25 minutes away or less. Probably less than 20 minutes. So this is Pea Ridge. This is a neighborhood in the north. They've got some other neighborhoods that we're going to show you. Let's go check those out.
This is going to be a great, if you're an investor, if you're a first-time home buyer, if you're just trying to get to the area and you want to buy a house that's going to appreciate, Pea Ridge is going to be a strong option for that due to the amount of growth that's happening there, the amount of possibilities. And across the street right here, they're also building another neighborhood. This is going to be starting in the 290s, 280s, going all the way up to about the 400s for various sizes, anywhere from 1,200 square feet all the way up to 2,000, 2,200 square feet. These are some nice homes. That kind of gives you a picture of what the prices are going for. Now there's a whole bunch of new construction. There's a whole bunch of resale homes in Pea Ridge. If you're looking for something with a little bit more space, here's 4-bedroom, 2-bath, 2,500 square feet. This one is not on acreage, but I think it's on an acre. Yeah, 1 acre lot. And you can go through here and check it out. And how to get to this website, scan the QR code on the screen, or go to homesourcenwa.com and you can click on this bottom button, start your home search. Contact us for more information, or you can book a Zoom call with us directly into our calendar. And we'd love to answer any of your questions about the area. So there's a variety of homes for sale in Pea Ridge. What is this one? I'm just curious. $1 million, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, almost 10 acres. Yeah. So if you want 10 acres, almost $1 million, there you go. Or right at $1 million. There's some bigger homes here that are built by Anderson Homes. Great builder. They are 500,000, 4-bedroom, 2-bath, 2.5 bath, 2,450 square feet. If that's what you're looking for, this is going to be a good neighborhood right across the street from the schools. And then over here, they've got a Lennar Roush Coleman neighborhood. You're going to get a lower barrier of entry to get into the house. Great for first-time home buyers, possibly, or maybe even investors. The next neighborhood I want to show you is one of my favorite neighborhoods. It's right here. Now, this is an old satellite photo that needs to be updated. But this is a Ronald Reagan Builders neighborhood. Clement Homes, they build a fantastic style. So let's jump in to me walking through that neighborhood real quick.
If you're looking for a little bit bigger home in Pea Ridge, Arkansas, then Ronald Reagan Builders has it. There's a few other neighborhoods as well. Ronald Reagan's one of probably my favorite builders in Pea Ridge. They go the extra mile. They put in taller fence. They put in pot fillers. They put in a lot of stuff. They do a lot of little things during the construction process that make it a safer home, better for storms, better for resale. They really do a great job in this neighborhood, and the houses are going to be anywhere from 1,700 to 2,500 square feet. Very few are going to be 2-story. All of them are going to be 3-car garage with a porch swing. This is the new kind of stuff that he's building. He's got another neighborhood over there that's going to be building out for the next 3 years. He builds 25 homes a year. They do fantastic jobs, anywhere from $500,000 to $700,000 per home. And as you can see, just the style, like that's the level of finish that he does. The colors are all different. They're beautiful, beautiful homes. And again, you're 11 minutes from the interstate, right next to Walmart. You're 15 minutes to downtown Bentonville. This is a great location. You're 2 minutes from the Walmart in Pea Ridge. So you couldn't ask for a better location in Northwest Arkansas, and you're not paying the Bentonville prices. So definitely worth checking out. I think that wraps up Pea Ridge. Let's head on over to Bella Vista.
As you can see from that footage, Ronald and Reagan, twin brothers, they build in Fort Smith, and they build right here, right now. They build 30 houses up here per year, and then same number down in Fort Smith. They build it nice and slow. They build it nice and quality. You can go and pick your lot, and you can nail down that that's the one you want. You can go pick all your details, and every now and then he has one that maybe a buyer fell out, maybe a buyer needed to move to a different area, and so he has one that gets listed. But there's always resale homes as well. So $490, $440. So this one, let's look on this one right here. This is the same neighborhood. This one's a couple years old, 2020. Beautiful home. Lovely finishes inside. They always have a great floor plan. And the newer ones, so this one, it's $525. You can just click on that X and it goes away. Unless you want us to reach out to you, you can fill that out. 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath, almost 2,400 square feet. Just look at the style on this thing. This is as you saw me walking through, this is the style that you get with Ronald Reagan Homes. And so big porch swing, 8-foot doors. Just a grand entrance, tile throughout. You guys can go meander through all these listings and see which ones that you like the most. So that gives you a pretty clear picture of Pea Ridge, how close it is to things. We're gonna move a little bit further right over here by Bentonville Bike Camp, McNeely area. There's a neighborhood right up in here that I think you guys will really enjoy. And we did a nice little house tour on this new construction home. Beautiful place. Let's go to it.
We're on the edge here of Bentonville, Bella Vista, Pea Ridge, in this very hilly, mountainous area. There's a little valley. I don't know if you can see it in the camera, but there's just like a huge valley over here. It looks stunning. I wish I could fly my drone, but there's a little airport that restricts it. This is a very wonderful, unique little pocket area of Bella Vista, Bentonville, that there's not much space here. There's not much more that can go in. And we're gonna tour this house right here in a moment. I just wanna talk about the area of like this neighborhood that we're in. They're on water wells, they're on septic system. There's no utilities here. It's rural country. But Mariah, we are 10 minutes from downtown Bentonville.
It's rural. It feels rural.
Yeah, however you said that was. And then you are in the country, like 3 minutes that way towards Pea Ridge. You are going to be, you're going to see more cows than people. And then you start getting into Pea Ridge, and it is absolutely stunning. So join us as we tour this house, which was listed by Engel & Volkers brokerage here in Northwest Arkansas. They were gracious enough to let us tour this beautifully built house. So let's walk down here right quick.
Welcome to this lovely home that is 3,300 square feet approximately. It has beautiful, intentional design features. First thing I noticed when we walk in is we were talking about being rural, and the trees. First thing you see, windows everywhere, just
that
to bring
nice.
bring all that nature inside. Beautifully done. Of course, very spacious. Huge living room, tall ceilings, upstairs.
Very grand.
Yes, very grand for sure. And look at this kitchen. This is a kitchen for big family, big parties, hosting, or even, I mean, if it's just you and a few people, this is still plenty of space. I don't think you'll run out of space. Huge sink here, massive stove, gas, of course. You get 2 ovens. It's a Z-line, really nice. I like the contrast of how they did the cabinetry here, and the tile too. I noticed that earlier. Very beautiful tile. And then, of course, to go with your massive stove, you have to have a refrigerator to have all your massive amount of food. And then you have lots of counter or cabinet space here. And then I love when they do a hidden pantry feature right here, which you're like, where's the light? Well, haha, motion sensor light. Gotta love that. Also bonus is there's a pot filler in here. This is the first time I've personally seen a pot filler in the pantry with plugs. I'm thinking how convenient that's going to be, especially if you do a lot of crock pot, Instapot right here.
Coffee,
Yeah.
all those things.
Yeah, and it's like I said, those intentional designs. Something else I noticed that I really like is that they have the laundry room right here, because I'm thinking kitchen towels, right here next to the kitchen, and it's very large, spacious.
Yeah.
And then there is a master bedroom, which we'll go check out in a second, on the first floor, but there's also a laundry room upstairs with the 3 bedrooms. So intentional design. When you have a house this big, you have to have 2 laundry rooms. And of course, a 3-car garage, massive, with nice epoxy flooring. It's got a good texture on it too. Plenty of space for your bikes and all your other toys.
This house is actually on a water well, so you have the water pump and softener and everything right there.
Yeah. one of my favorite spaces of the entire home. Well, there's a couple, but I think the first one I gravitated towards, as I said, can you imagine coming into the kitchen, you grab a snack, first place I want to go is to the porch, just to sit, especially on a day like today, where it's not too muggy, it's not too warm, it's a comfortable, high 80s. There's a nice breeze, and you just hear the trees.
And you're literally in the trees. There's a tree branch. Maybe this gets trimmed a little bit, but the tree branch is hanging over the railing.
This is not an average sized deck either.
No, this is...
Half of it's covered, half is not. I appreciate that. You could, screen this in if you wanted to even. There's a lot of potential there, but this is definitely a deck for activities and lots of space here.
Lounging.
Yeah, and of course, it's newly built, so the yard hasn't come in yet, but you'll have a bit of a yard here and some trees down there in the little, I don't know.
You got some big trees too. You got a bigger tree right here, and then a bigger one there in the center that just kind of gonna give you some good shade, but also they're gonna finish up this decking. The railing is gonna have the wires going all the way across. It's gonna be a really nice finish. I think there's a few other things that are last little details that they're gonna finish on this house.
So if I wasn't hanging out on the back porch, side note, I forgot to mention, intentional design.
Little plugs and charging ports.
I know, in my personal opinion, every house should have this in the island. So the upstairs, it has 3 bedrooms and then a very large bonus room. You could put a pool table in there, it's huge. And then there's also an office over here. We'll just check that out super fast. It's got a little feature wall, plenty of space, nice light, just a good size office.
Yeah.
So I think it's pretty cool though that you still get your 4 full bedrooms with their own closets, but then you get that bonus room. You also have your little half bath here. It is 3.5 bath. Let's go check out the master.
You're just going to be a coat closet with, you got a whole bunch of storage down it.
Yeah, and then a little Harry Potter section.
Yeah.
A little tiny space. Very inviting space, if you ask me. It just feels like a good master suite area. Of course, I feel gravitating to the beautiful bathroom where you have a lovely shower here. The tile is a very nice detail, very well done.
Big pocket.
Yeah, it has a
look. You got the rain shower from above. Yeah. I love that.
Very luxurious feel, but of course, the bathtub. That's not even a bathtub. You call that like a soaking tub. It's a very nice tub. Of course, with a natural light coming in. And then third room in here, and another motion sensor. I feel like I had an idea. Closet space here. Very spacious.
Lots of built-ins.
Yeah, lots of room up top too.
Lots of room for all your things. Well, if this is a house that interests you or something like this, then we've got these all over. There's not all over. There's a few of these in Bentonville, Bella Vista area. We can help you find that. Scan the QR code, reach out to us if you have any questions, if this might be a good fit for you and your family. That wraps up this tour. We're gonna go to another spot in Bella Vista and show you another house, just to give you a taste of what Bella Vista's like. And then we're gonna head over to Centerton and Bentonville. So let's stay tuned.
So this house right here, I called it Colline Road, and the listing agent said it's pronounced Colleen. Okay, fine. So on Colline Road, as you guys could see, hopefully through the drone footage, and just the mountain valley that it is right there, you're technically in Bentonville, but man, you are 4 minutes from this interstate interchange, and then look at all those bike trails, and then you can have access to downtown Bentonville and the Walmart headquarters that we're going to talk about a little bit later. So man, this is going to be a great location if you want proximity, but you also want rural area that is quiet and peaceful. They're not going to be doing a whole bunch of development out there just because of the terrain. This is a unique opportunity on that house. So Bella Vista, let's click on Bella Vista right quick. 15 minutes anywhere outside of Bella Vista, depending on where you are in Bella Vista. You could be inside Bentonville. You could be over here to Pea Ridge. I don't know why it's doing that. Maybe from right there, that point right there, you can get all the way over here to the other side, and it takes about 17 minutes. Bella Vista is a unique place. So it is 99% of it is going to be in a POA. There's 7 lakes. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think there's a 7th one right there. There you go. There's multiple golf courses. Actually, let's go to the POA site. This is BellaVistaPOA.com. If you're thinking about Bella Vista, this is definitely one place that you want to go check out. Click on the things to do and go to the golf. If you're looking for golfing, this is going to be a good resource for you. You can do a whole bunch of calendar. You can do group plays, whatnot. Figure out all the things. Recreation. If you're just there wanting to hang out with the kiddos, or disc golf or mini golf, you can go to parks, swimming, whatever, guns and archery. So there's a lot of amenities inside of Bella Vista. You've got a bunch of golf courses, you've got playgrounds, you got the rec center, you got the Branchwood Natural Trail, but you also got the Branchwood Recreation Center, and they've got several different locations for gyms, clubhouses, restaurants. They've got a nice little lake restaurant right here, event center and marina. This is the only lake that allows power boats. The rest of them are no wake lakes. Whether you can have a boat on them, there may not even be a slip. But you can definitely do paddle boards and go swimming and go fishing and whatnot. And then they got the gun range over here. Now, these are free to POA members. The clay pigeons. Another thing that you're going to want to know about Bella Vista POA, you have all these amenities. Some of it costs money. So if you're a member or whatnot, then the golfing, there's always going to be a fee to a golf, to playing a few rounds. You guys figure this out. I don't play golf, whether this would be a good benefit or a good value for you, but it's right here on the fee schedule, member resources. Go check that out. The gun range is free. The parks, the gyms are included. If you want to bring guests, it's all in there. Definitely worth going to check out all the perks of Bella Vista, because there's a lot going on in Bella Vista. And what you're going to see, just look at those roads. Those aren't neighborhoods. Those are just roads with houses on them, with a house from the 1960s, and then the next door neighbor house is 2020 house or the 1980s house. And then you've got a bunch of trails going all the way through. Let's click on the biking trails. Look at all the biking trails that are going through Bella Vista, and they're expanding more all the time. So they want to build more out here on the west side, over here by the Loch Lomond, or the lizard with the head cut off lake. So with all that description, we went and toured a Bella Vista house, and it was right over here somewhere. So let's jump into there and we'll show you that.
So we are in Bella Vista, where there's no neighborhoods like Pea Ridge that we just saw, where there's just rows and rows and rows of houses. We've got hills that are going up and down and curving. They throw roads on those, they throw water lines and power lines, and then they give you a third of an acre, a quarter of an acre, half an acre lots all over Bella Vista, with trails all in between, mountain biking trails everywhere. And this is what Bella Vista is like. It's just trees. In the house that we're about to show you, we're going to show you that the backyard overlooks the Bella Vista POA land. This house, this area, you're usually going to be 10 to 12 minutes away from a grocery store, maybe 15 to 18 minutes away, depending on how deep you are into Bella Vista. You've got 6 lakes. It's super quiet. Usually you're not hearing the highway. Usually you're not having a lot of traffic going by. You got roads that dead end or circle. It is extremely quiet, extremely unique to Northwest Arkansas. There's not another town like Bella Vista. There's not a lot of amenities as far as grocery stores or restaurants, medical facilities and such like that. But if you wanted a community that is going to be really quiet, well-kept homes, in the trees, spacious, away from your neighbors, then Bella Vista is going to be a great option for you. So before we show you the next house, I'm just going to walk into this house that's under construction, give you a peek out the back porch, what the backside of this is like. Bella Vista, you're usually about 15 to 20 minutes away from downtown Bentonville, or getting to the mall, or getting to Sam's Club, whatever it may be. This one, obviously under construction. There's no railing on this back porch, but this is the kind of environment that you can get in Bella Vista. Look at that. You're just 15 feet, 20 feet up in the air, out in the trees. That's just a taste of the house that we're about to show you. So, I can't stress this enough that Bella Vista is such a unique area that you can go find a lot that's buildable for $10,000, maybe $10,000, $15,000, $30,000, somewhere in there. But it's going to be, if you're wanting to get your own builder and go that route, totally can be done. We can recommend a few builders, but it might take you 10 to 18 months because Bella Vista is the most restrictive municipality in our area. They have the most rules and such for building and codes and all that. So if you are thinking of doing that, we can help you out with that. If you're looking for a house that's going to be done soon or already done in Bella Vista, or there's a lot of older homes here too that are great for rehab projects or Airbnbs because of the mountain bike trails, because of all the tourism in this area. It's very unique. I can't stress that enough. So let's show you this house. Now this driveway is got a little bit of an angle here, and they've done a good job of routing the water, the grading the dirt that way and away. They put a drain in for the front of the garage, so it's routing it away. Fun little gravel walkway here, and then boom, 8-foot door. Look at this place. Hey, Mariah.
Impressive door. I noticed too that it's got the deadbolt locking system all the way
like
up.
Super security.
It is heavy too. I was afraid I wasn't going to be able to open it for you. Welcome to this lovely home. This one is listed, I don't know what you told them outside, but it's listed for $500,000. And it is a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath. And something that I appreciated when we first walked in is that while I love having the big windows in the front door, I like that it's a little bit smaller here before it spits you out to the living room so you have a little bit of privacy. But while we're here, let's go check out those spare bedrooms over here on this side of the house. Look at this hall.
Holy
How tall
smokes.
do you think the ceilings are?
It's got to be at least 12, 13
12 feet, yeah, it very tall. We have one of our full baths here off to the side. And then our
10 feet in there. These are 8-foot doors.
Yeah, and they're heavy too, all the doors, even the garage door.
They're like solid core doors.
You can slam some doors in this house. Look at this window.
Whoa.
That, like, as we go through the house, that's what I was the most struck by, was how grand it feels. You've got tall ceilings, very impressive sized windows throughout the whole house.
And that's a big room.
Yeah, oh, and it's a very impressive room. And then in here, we have our second bedroom. Again, we could have just put one window, but instead they've done one massive window and then 2 generous windows here. Again, plenty of space. I can't wait to show you the rest. And this hallway feels so grand. And as we come through the hallway here, we have plenty of closet space. We had one here, we did have another one in the hall. Your half bath here for your guests.
Nice.
And then look how beautiful and bright. Such a bright living space here with the kitchen being all white. Of course, my eye first gravitated to this impressive, I think said stove. What do you call that?
Electric fireplace?
Electric fireplace. It's homey. It feels very cozy in here. With the bright light, you've got the nature just right here with these beautiful sliding glass windows or doors here.
That is quite the porch and quite the view. We'll go out there in a second.
Yeah, let's check this out first. The kitchen features, of course, spacious, love that. But this, windows, check out, maybe don't check out, that the windows open from both sides.
Lovely.
They need a little greasing.
Yeah, I need a little adjustment.
Yeah. It's a little crooked too. What else? Oh yes, induction stove. I have not seen these in a home in ever. I think.
That's nice. You won't burn yourself on those.
Yeah. And then of course you've got double sink, plenty of cabinet space here. And I thought when I first saw this, oh, the pantry must be over here. Well, it's kind of whatever you want to make it. I think that that's a nice feature that they could have designated this as the pantry. I think it is intended to be, but you could put a freezer here, get your own cabinetry, figure out
It's like
shelving.
an 8x6 space here, so it's big.
Yeah, so you can customize this space. Also, the door, impressive, very heavy. And I like that there's a window in it. So
Yeah.
you can see who's home, what cars are outside.
If the garage door's open.
Yeah. Exactly. Spacious laundry services here.
All right,
Of course, with a window. There's windows everywhere.
This is a great, what I'm loving about this floor plan, Mariah, is all one level.
Yes.
That's uncommon in Bella Vista nowadays. Oh man,
I know.
look at that. You're just
So green.
in the jungle here.
Yeah. This is a very nice porch, another great space to just sit and hang out. I appreciate it being the big sliding doors. You could even, it has a screen and you can just leave this open when it's very pleasant outside. This is just a very calm space.
You don't hear anything, just birds.
Except for that bird.
Yeah. Ah, this is a beautiful space.
Yes, beautiful. Let's go check out the master suite.
Boy, slamming doors.
Well, the doors are hefty. Very inviting space again, with so much room here with these beautiful windows. And I don't know, you lay your bed out however you want, but I feel like this would be the optimal bed placement.
Yeah, could you imagine waking up to that?
I know,
Like-
it's so pretty.
That is, imagine the fall. All the colors are changing. Whew.
Yeah, that's what I like about houses that are on a hill like this, and then they do use the big windows because your foliage, you're at eye level with
Yeah.
the foliage of these tall trees. These are big trees, these aren't little, little bushes.
Well established.
Yeah, and then our bathroom here is just a little bit smaller than the last house, but it still has all the features. We still have this beautiful tub with a window nearby, an
Lovely.
impressive shower with the rain feature, throne room over here, and again, a very generous closet. And for $500,000, you can turn on the light yourself.
Well, that is the tour of this house. If there's something like this in Bella Vista strikes your fancy and you want to get some more information, be sure to reach out. If not, stay tuned because we're going to go check out Centerton on the map and go down to Bentonville, downtown area, and show you a few neighborhoods around there. Let's get after it.
About where the lizard with the head cut off lake is, all the way over here to Pea Ridge area, that's all going to be Bentonville school districts. Same thing with Centerton and Bentonville and part of Cave Springs coming down here. That's all going to be Bentonville school districts. Usually that is the more highly desired neighborhood that I find clients that are moving to the area, they want to be in those areas. They want to be in a certain school. Do your own research, go check it out. It's very unique. Bentonville school districts, usually the highest rated. So niche.com, greatschools.com. And there's a whole bunch of houses in Bella Vista that are for sale. I mean, just look at not all of these are new construction, but there's a whole bunch of resale homes, and you're going to be going from $220,000 for a small 800, 900 square foot house maybe. There's a few of those new ones out there, all the way up to $1 million, and there's a wide variety, and you're going to be sticking, just like Annabelle is, like a lot of them are going to be very similar to where the backyard is just POA land. It's beautiful, it's quiet. Some of them have neighbors a little bit closer together. If they're built in the older areas of Bella Vista, then you're going to have neighbors that are closer. If you're built on a lake like this one, The neighbor's going to be a little bit closer because they wanted to capitalize on all the lakefront property they could. If you're looking for lakefront property, beautiful, beautiful area. 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath, 4,100 square feet, probably with a walkout basement, and for right at $1 million. So that brings us to Centerton. And right over here, right next to Bentonville, right south of Bella Vista, you are, if you're in the furthest part away from over here by the Super Mitchell homes, and you're trying to get to Bentonville, the Walmart headquarters. If there's no traffic, you're 10 minutes away. If it's full of traffic, you're maybe 20, 23 minutes away. If you're hitting a whole bunch of lights on 102, there can be a good amount of traffic going that way. Centerton is a neighborhood community. These are just new neighborhoods, but I want you to check out these. You scrape the dirt around here, you get red dirt. That's what all these scars in the ground are. All this red dirt, that's them building new homes. That's a big D.R. Horton neighborhood right there. You can just see all the areas in Bentonville and Centerton that are getting new neighborhoods put in. This right here, we'll talk about a little bit later, is the 8th Street Park. Really cool, big walking trail all the way around. We'll show you some maps of that in a minute. But Centerton has a whole bunch of new construction. Most of the houses are going to be 90s and newer. There's going to be a few that are going to be in the 70s and 80s, but not many, because they're going to be really close to downtown, like right here. That's where the majority of them are going to be, that are much older. And then everything in the neighborhood is going to be 90s and newer, a lot of 2004s, a lot of 2012s, 13s, 14s, and in the past 5 years, Centerton has been huge, especially with all the growth from people moving here from the pandemic. And during that time, a lot of people moved out of wherever they're coming from, and they came to Centerton to get closer to Bentonville. Maybe they got moved here for a job. It's a flat area. Yes, it's flat. There's not a whole lot of terrain there, but it gives them a lot of space to expand infrastructure, neighborhoods, and whatnot. You are really close to the airport, and in my time of driving around Centerton a lot, you hardly hear the airport. The planes are not the big, I don't know which ones are the biggest, 747s, double deckers. We have, most of our planes are going to be 2 seats on one aisle, 2 seats on the other, or 1 and 2. So the small commuter planes, and they're going to 20 different locations every day, several different airlines. So it's a smaller airport, means in and out really quickly, but it also means smaller planes, less noise. It's not as bad. So Centerton, you're not going to get the plane noise like you would living next to Dallas Airport or something like that. There is a Harps right here in downtown Centerton. There's a Dollar General. You got all the facilities, all the resources, restaurants that you're going to want, a little mom and pop places, and then you've got Walmart right over here. You got neighborhood Walmart right apart, included on that. And then you are minutes away from everything Bentonville at that point. We're going to turn off the trails. Just from Centerton to Bentonville, under 15 minutes, depending on traffic. Great area to be looking at. Let's move on over to Bentonville. And our first stop in Bentonville was right up here in this neighborhood. It's a little bit of an older neighborhood, well established in these larger estate lots, not quite an acre, maybe a half acre. Really beautiful, big trees.
This is a classic Bentonville neighborhood. Up in the trees, rolling hills. You got these houses that are built in the 70s, 80s, 90s. Absolutely stunning here. Really, really beautiful area. This neighborhood is quite expansive, as you saw on the map. And this is very typical of what you're gonna find in northern Bentonville. This is kind of, as Bentonville was starting to grow because of Walmart, this is where the nice houses were built. The 2,000, 3,000, 3,500 square foot houses, maybe a pool or something like that. And it is a beautiful tree-topped, maybe on a half acre, maybe on an acre neighborhood up here. And it's very unique. You're minutes, you can ride your bike down the hill to the A Street bike path, and where you're gonna get to the OZ Castle, all the stuff in Bentonville for all the trails, all the slaughter pen. Downtown Bentonville, you're via car, you're like 6 minutes away, 5 minutes away. On a bike, you're maybe 15, 20-minute bike ride. It depends on if you use the battery or not. You're super close to all the restaurants, all the downtown stuff. Walmart, you're probably like a 12-minute drive. So it is super beautiful here. And man, I just got to turn this camera around. Like, look at that. That's Bentonville on this side of the town. Let's go to downtown Bentonville now. This is certainly something that you can find in downtown Bentonville. We are 2 blocks away from the square. You can bike to the square for farmers market, restaurants and such. Beautiful garden. These are definitely the kind of houses that you're gonna find downtown Bentonville. This is gonna be 2 million to 3 million. You're not gonna find anything within a mile of downtown Bentonville that is going to be under $1.5 million. If it is, it's 900 square feet. I might even show you a few on the map. It is very small, very old. It's not really livable. They're getting bought up, rebuilt into something like that is huge, beautiful, manor-like, maybe keeping the old style vibe. It is a small town feel. You got sidewalks everywhere that you can go, bike paths everywhere you can go, and all the houses have been redone into something like this. It's just absolutely stunning, and the rest of the neighborhood looks like it, but you are paying for it, and there is a cost and a value to that. And then you have some more modern houses, like this one right here. Check out that one across the street. That one's really adorable. I mean, you can go drive around downtown Bentonville, and you're gonna be like, that house. And then you have this modern one that's gonna be coming out. Lots of big windows and porches there. So, just trying to give you a taste of downtown Bentonville.
All right, let's give you a few samples of the houses that you're gonna see in that neighborhood. So $1.3 million, 4-bedroom, 5-bath, 4,400 square feet. And this is just one of the houses in the area. You've got one of these down here. This one was just remodeled. There was a storm that went through last year. This one got completely gutted, remodeled, and they did a really cool job. Great finishes. This one's 4-bedroom, 3-bath, 2,700 square feet for right at $890. You're right off the main road, and you're right up here by A Street. This is all bike trail connecting to Bella Vista. Whole bunch of mountain bike trails all in there. And then right over here, this is an old photo, so let's go to Google Maps. You got the OZ Castle, and look at all those trails tucked away in there. Just wiggling their way around everywhere. And they got a little skills park that they're building. Last time I drove by, it wasn't quite done, but it just connects you to Slaughter Pen, all the trails coming out of Bentonville. So very close proximity to everything being in this neighborhood. Very grand homes, larger homes. They're gonna be 3,000, 4,000 square feet. So we also went and toured downtown Bentonville. So let's go show you that right now. Just to give you a taste, as you saw me walking around some older homes there, of what something like that might go for. Let's look at this one right here, 1.5, you can see 1.3, 1 million basically, 1.6, 2.9, 2.4, 2 million, 2.7. You get some 900, 700, those are gonna be a little bit smaller. Just give you a taste of what you're gonna get for 1.5 million. As it loads, clear that. You can just hit X, or you can fill that out and we can contact you if you want us to. You get a pretty cool, older looking home, 3-car garage with a pool. It's probably gonna need some updates, and it's got some cool finishes. Unique bathroom. Oh, this is a cool looking place right there. $2.9 million, 5-bedroom, 3.5 bath, 3,600 square feet. You got a terrace up top. You've got castle look, big windows. I've walked by this house before, driven by it before. This is quite the place. Big staircase. That is pretty. You're not going to find houses under $1 million that are any size. This one is 1,700 square feet, but I guarantee you that it needs a whole bunch of work to bring it into actually it looks quite livable. So this one's older, very classic looking. It's got some nice finishes. Buyer beware. So downtown Bentonville can be really expensive, but your proximity to a lot of things that people really want to be. And one of those things is going to be the farmer's market in Bentonville. And we actually went there so we could kind of tour and walk around and show you some B-roll. So let's go do that right quick. Welcome to the Bentonville downtown market, farmer's market. There's about 60 to 80 tents around here. And we got some berries this morning. We got some onions and some mushrooms. There's a whole bunch of artists, and you can see it just packed with people. And they have a whole section down back there that is another 30 to 40 tents. It's absolutely wonderful here. Great thing to do on a Saturday morning. So there you go. You got to see the farmers market a little bit. Saturdays, April 12th to October 25th, 7:30 to 1 o'clock. You've got 50 to 70 vendors. You want to grab some breakfast. You want to grab some lunch. You want to watch some blacksmithing be done, some artists paint some stuff, whatever it is you want. They're going to have organic, they're going to have traditional, they're going to have whatever, and a lot of different varieties of everything. So definitely worth checking out. It's a lot of fun, great place to grab some good produce, and especially a great place to go grab some fresh berries. That's what my wife and I ended up grabbing. And then every first Friday of April to October, there's gonna be a first Friday adventure, and it's gonna be just some fun things that they do for family-oriented fun. The Land of the Free is July 4th. Then you got Capital of Cool, whatever that means, but you can click on those. Haunted Holler in October. So a lot of family-oriented stuff that is always going on in downtown Bentonville, near the square. This is a unique town. This is what people want to be here, is Walmart and all these corporations pour a lot of money back into the infrastructure, the community aspect, the things you can do with your family, getting you outside your house and coming and enjoying a concert series or a movie in the park, whatever it may be. So, a lot of people come here because they got a job with Walmart, or they're a vendor to Walmart, or something to do with Walmart, something like that. Well, Walmart's building a huge campus, their brand new home office, which is this big, massive campus that they're putting in. There's like a 6-acre lake right here, I believe. All the rainwater gets pumped drained into a cistern, and then it goes into the pond, and they use that for irrigation. The amount of thought for conservation and reuse of everything in here is astounding. But also, I would like to highlight, if you are working for Walmart, you probably already know this. If you're looking to move here, there's a food court that you pay 40% less than everybody else, and only Walmart guests and employees can eat there, so that they keep you on campus, so you don't have to go far, but you can get a wide variety of food for a lot less money. Just kind of the atmosphere. Hey, I'm not trying to promote Walmart. I'm just trying to talk about the cool things that they do for their people, giving back to their people. And then one more thing about Walmart before we go to our last place. Walmart has been giving a lot to our park system. A lot of the trails are due to that, so we're grateful for that. But they're putting in a Bentonville, and partnered with Walmart. They're putting in this 8th Street Gateway Park. It's kind of what it will be, kind of plan of where it is, big walking circle, big trees that they're going to be putting in. Come explore this website, 8gatewaypark.com. Unique area. Be able to do some laps, walk or run, ride a bike, and get your exercise in. Still be super close to downtown Bentonville. It's going to be a unique park, and it's going to add a lot of value to all these neighborhoods. So maybe if you're looking to move to the area, then you want to be planning around this 8th Street Park for kiddos or just appreciation as well. So it's going to be a cool place. So enough about Bentonville, enough about downtown Bentonville. Let's go to maybe a little bit south of Bentonville. We went right over here to the Bentonville Community Center, to a neighborhood right there. Let's jump in.
Bentonville is full of neighborhoods like this, where there's a 2,000, 3,000 square foot house, 3-car garage. Nice neighborhoods. They've been here since the early 2000s, maybe mid 2010s. And they are just, as you can see on the map, they're just scattered throughout. Really good location. They're still less than 15 minutes away from downtown Bentonville or the Walmart headquarters, wherever it is that you're looking for. This is a beautiful area, very well kept. Go do your own research on crime reports and such. It is family centered and centric. And so there's a lot of activities in Bentonville, downtown Bentonville. All the school systems are really highly promoted as being very good. And so definitely you want to check out that on your own. Neighborhoods like this are just, they're a little bit different in Bentonville. The only negative in these neighborhoods is going to be the entry-level price. The neighborhood behind me, you're going to find $500,000, $600,000 is the entry-level price, because this one is right next to the Bentonville Community Center. So you got a pool, you got a gym, you got workouts, you got every tennis courts, you have playgrounds. This is a huge facility. You got some ponds, some walking paths, everything that you're gonna imagine that you're gonna want in there. Plus a whole bunch of like little kid daycare stuff and activity playrooms and such like that. This is a unique area. This is part of what makes Bentonville stand out, is the amount of resources they put back into the community centers, into the community for all the people that are here. You pay, if you're in Bentonville, you pay a small fee, and your whole family can get in. It is really worth checking out. The link's going to be in the description. All right, let's go back to the map.
Bentonville Community Center is pretty awesome. And you're right north of here, you've got the Osage Park, or the Bentonville Lake Park. They got a fun little heart shape area. They've got pickleball courts, a lot of activities, walking paths. And there's a nice little restaurant right here. You can come eat and watch the planes take off and land. Really fun thing. I grew up doing that at a certain restaurant in Washington, and we'd go to church and go eat at the Hangar Inn, and that was a blast. We loved that growing up. So let's find this neighborhood, and I want to show you just kind of the average prices of homes in that area. Is going to be about $650. So let's look at this one right quick. This is going to be 2012, 2015 kind of age of the house, and it's going to be nicely appointed. It's going to be a great house. It just may not be, it's still a decade old, so it's got a little bit different finishes, but your proximity to things, and maybe you're going, why do I want to be close to the Bentonville Community Center? So do your research on that. There's a lot of resources in there, and I think you get it for really inexpensively or free just by being a Benton County resident, as they pay Bentonville and Walmart and all these corporations give back to the community. So go explore our website, go scan the QR code, reach out to us, whatever it is. We'd love to connect with you. And if you have any questions, we'd love to answer them. Until the next video where we will be exploring over here. Well, let me zoom out onto where we will explore Siloam Springs, a little bit of Gentry, and start heading into Cave Springs, Elm Springs, and Tawnytown area. That'll wrap up Benton County, and we'll start getting into Washington County. Until the next video, we'll see you there.